All right, good morning. Hold on a second, guys. Good morning. We just had a little problem here. Just give me 1 second. I just want to do this real quick. All right, good morning, guys. It's not. See if it's on that board over there. Of course, we had a little problem. This is the little problem. I just want to see if is it there, Cindy? Okay, you can turn it on. Okay, stay right there for a second, B. All right, it's on. Hold on a second. Let me get this thing on.
She got me backing up again. She made me feel
Good morning, y'all.
All right, good morning. Hold on, guys. It just abruptly started. Hold on. We gonna.
It abruptly started.
And stopped. Hold on. There's a lot going on here, man. Hold on. Thank God for Jesus. Hold on. Give me a second because everything. Crystal called me. Okay, all right. Just give me a sec. Oh my God. All right, we're going to start in 2 seconds, guys. Crystal, let me know if you're on your end. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. She got me back in love again. One time. She made me feel like she's my best friend. See if it's back on. I just turned it back on.
To me?
I'm not. I'm talking to somebody that's not even in the room. Don't worry about that.
The music is gonna shut it off.
I know, Chef. Give me a second. All right.
You're worrying about if it's on.
Yeah,
it's about to be shut off.
You're right. Okay, so we are. Thank God for Jesus. We are here. It is a weird Wednesday, starting off weird already. It's Wednesday, September the 28th, 2022, 14 minutes after y'all. Welcome. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team. That's Cindy J, where you get your morning start right. Our special guest this morning also is B Love in the building. Thank God for Jesus. Sponsored by Comedy World Network. We appreciate you guys over there. Thank you so much. We're on all social media platforms. Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All the links come up. We're on all podcast platforms as well. Just type in Shawn Harvey Morning Show. All the links come up. Join our group on Facebook, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team group on Facebook. Okay, go. We're up and running on Facebook. Thank God for Jesus. This is where you get your morning love. But Cindy J, most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Cindy J, God bless you. Good to see you this morning. Looking really good. Looking well. Your skin looking good. And how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this weird Wednesday. Going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. So you definitely do not want to miss that, as well as Front Page News with Senny J, where I let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally.
Well, thank you, Cindy J. It's a pleasure to hang out with you this morning. Also, we have our special guest on the line. She's going to hang out with us for a few. Everybody, let's clap. B Love is on the phone. What's up, B?
Good morning.
Okay, now, sit. Okay, before we start the show, God bless. I want to say this. A few things I want to say. And thank God that we are here this morning. Guys, please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All platforms, and you guys have to please don't keep this good podcast radio broadcast to yourself, right, Cindy J? Share with other folks. Okay, I want to say this. See, before we start, I want to give a shout out to all. B Love, you still there?
You're still here.
Okay, CJ, I want to give a special shout out. This is coming from your boy Harvey, grown ass man. I want to give a shout out to all the fine ass aunties out there. Let's clap.
All the fine ass aunties.
Let's clap. Let's clap.
Okay.
Let's clap for the fine ass, all you fine ass aunties in the world right now. Let's clap for them one more time. Aunties.
I'm an auntie.
Right. And aunties, your boy Hart, listen. Your fellow sisters have forgotten about you, not your boy Harvey. You baby mothers and ex-wives and wives and current girlfriends, you're running around here glorifying your beauty. I want to stop on a Weird Wednesday, and I want to give a special shout out to all those fine-ass aunties out there in the building. Aunties, you are not getting your recognition that you deserve. Y'all are out here blazing in these streets. Some of you aunties are putting those baby mothers and those wives and those ex-wives and those girlfriends out there to shame. Some of you aunties are out there rolling by yourselves. Some of you aunties out there don't even have children. You aunties are living the best life, and the aunties are not the stereotype aunties that we talk about, CJ, when I grew up. Because when I grew up as a child, I had real aunties. I had the oldest aunties on earth. Hold on a second. Welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. Aunties are not like the aunties from back in the 70s and the 80s. There's a whole different breed of auntie out there. And aunties, y'all fine as hell. But you are not getting the recognition that you deserve. I want to applaud you one more time.
What, did you run into someone or something?
I ran into a fine-ass auntie the other day. I forgot to tell y'all. Good friend of mine. And this grown-ass woman, and she's out there winning. And I just appreciate when I see women articulate their beauty, but also living their best life each and every day. And not be loved, perpetrating the fraud. There's a lot of perpetrating frauds out there. There's a lot of filters in these buildings. I'm talking about these aunties that don't need those filters. I'm talking about those fly-ass aunties that go out there and eat brunch with their girlfriends. I'm talking about those aunties that are out there winning. I'm not talking about no uncles. That's another stuff. That's another topic for another day. If you're a fine-ass auntie, and I mean, Cindy, I mean fine in all spectrums of life, and you are, thank God that you're alive today and you're humble and you're out there working. Put a number one chat room if you're that auntie, and if you know an auntie like that. I want to give a special shout out. Cindy, are you an auntie?
Yeah, I am.
Then I applaud you.
Thanks.
Cindy, you are a fine-ass auntie.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I want to let you know that.
You know.
B-Love, are you an auntie?
I'm an auntie.
You're a fine. Listen, I want to applaud you too.
B is a fine-ass auntie. I will applaud that.
You aunties are being recognized today on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team before we get this thing popping.
Okay.
And those aunties are slaying from the age of about. Can I throw an age on there, Cindy?
If you want to, go ahead.
I'm going for official auntie age now starts at 35 and go and run right up in there to them 50s and 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got junior aunties that are fine as hell.
Not the junior aunties.
Cindy, you're a junior auntie. No. You're in your mid-30s. You're a junior. You got a long reign as being an auntie, God willing.
I've been an auntie for a long time.
You're damn right you've been.
My nephew is 20 years old.
You've been an auntie for 20 years, but you might be a senior auntie.
Yeah, I think I'm a senior auntie at this point.
Damn.
Like I'm a grandma millennial as well.
No,
so it's like I'm getting up there, y'all.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll take
B-Love.
that.
Yes.
How long you been an auntie in these streets?
For 30 years, Shawn.
Whoa.
For 13 years.
Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
that is an auntie.
She's an auntie. Let's clap. Let's clap for Auntie Tay.
Right.
not a junior auntie.
You are not you're a senior auntie. I say that respectively.
Welcome to the club, girl.
Okay.
But for some reason, they're forgetting about you. I don't know if they have a national. See, look out for this. I don't know if they have a national auntie day. I don't know. But I'm talking about my soul. God bless the Babylonians. But I'm talking about my Latinos and my soul sisters that are out here paving the streets, being an auntie and being great. And some of you, your sisters or your sister-in-law, they mad. They mad at you, auntie. Because you come into the crib. And you come into their lives, and you come into their house, and you come over, and you out there, and you shining, you floating in these streets.
Yep.
I hate my sister-in-law.
What you say?
Ex-sister-in-law.
You said you do what?
I said I hate her.
Yeah, let's clap for that. See, there you go. City admits. She hate her ex-sister-in-law. She hate that ass.
It's on site whenever I see her.
You're damn right.
Got you, Sophia.
Ooh, she called out names, right? We're gonna kick that ass. No, let me stop. I don't want to bumble sauce the board.
If you know, you know.
Exactly. Put a number one in the chat room if
And
you
my
did.
brother's a creep, bro.
Your brother's
he watches the show on YouTube.
Yo, so why are you opening up your mouth like that, bro?
Because he knows. I'm going to text about it later. He's going to be like, you're so stupid.
On site, bitch.
After all these years, it's on site. I see you.
On site, bitch.
I see you. Gonna get you. Gonna get your little ass.
Whoa. I applaud you. And see, is there a National Auntie Day? I'm just saying.
Yeah, let me find it.
I just want to. I want to show
you.
you. I want to show you some love. These aunties are out here. Need to be recognized.
Yes, it's July 26th. I got you, Cindy.
Okay, thanks, girl.
Is that's National Auntie Day?
National Auntie
Nope,
Day?
we changing that day.
What?
What's today's date?
The 28th?
What's today's date, City?
September 28th.
Then today is National Auntie Day on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team.
Oh, my goodness.
Because none of you knew it. Because none of you knew it.
I did. I heard about it.
You have to look it up.
I heard some rumblings about it last year. But you know, these days pop up on the day.
Word.
You just see it online. So.
Are they
Don't give aunties no recognition. Thank you, Shawn. Give us aunties some recognition.
I want
deserve it.
It needs to be heard, everyone.
We not out here raising our own kids. We raising other people's kids too.
You're doing a lot. You aunties are doing a lot. When those sisters or those sister-in-laws fail, then you step in.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you come through with your new fine-ass man and put all your sisters and everybody to shame. Why they messing with this loser? And you won.
Coming through with the Cubs.
You're coming through with a smile on your face.
Right.
You have a schedule, auntie. You are out there living your best life on social media without the filter.
That's funny.
I wanted to say that before we start, Cindy.
You wanted to say that?
Any aunties in there before I move on, Cindy, before we get into this thing?
Yeah, you can put a 1 in the chat room if you're an auntie.
Yes.
I think we have a lot of aunties in the chat
How long
room.
have you been an auntie? These numbers are heavy. Cindy 18 years old, but she's been an auntie for 35 years.
Yeah, I've been an auntie for 20 years. I mean, I wish I was an auntie to more. My sisters need to have some kids. I don't think my sisters are gonna have any kids.
Well, so you want to be more? So your auntie void is not full.
Yeah, I'd want some more.
Oh, Cindy.
Everybody's kids are getting big, you know. Moving on, they don't need you as much anymore. You don't see them in as many functions because they're off, you know.
Right.
So it's like, come on.
How many aunties in that chat room?
Let's see. Well, I know Kathy Garrison said she's been an auntie for 50 years.
Let's clap for that.
Yes, Kathy.
Kathy, you slaying out here. Well, that means like Kathy was like, would that be safe to say that she's the first auntie? Let's clap for that.
Oh my gosh. Wendy.
Shawn Harvey Morning Club, she's the first auntie.
Right. On Wendy Gonzalez, she said she's an auntie. Natalie, all right.
Hey, look at all these fine
Nicole
ass.
Harris.
Yes.
LaShawn Haynes Jones.
Yes. They're fine ass aunties out there in these streets. Yes. I knew it.
Day Day Jones.
I knew it.
She says she's been an auntie for 40 years.
How long? Damn. How long you
40
been?
years.
Jesus Christ, 40 years. Oh my God. But I knew these fine ass aunties was out here, and your boy Harvey's recognizing you.
Yeah.
Those uncles could kiss my ass. That's for another day. Right now, I want to show love to these aunties in these streets. National Auntie Day is today.
Vanetta is not an auntie.
What?
You're not, Vanetta? She says she doesn't have one niece or nephew.
Oh.
But you know, Vanetta has 4 kids, so her siblings was like, nah, sis, you got that. You gonna hold the kid part down. That's what I feel like my sisters did to me. They're like, nah, girl, you had kids? Okay, fine. I put them through enough trauma.
That's how I feel about me not being a
Because
grandfather.
I made them like, watch the kids and do all this other stuff for me that they're like, no, girl, we're good. We still raising these kids. So
Who else is fine ass aunties? I feel bad for
Vanetta,
Vanetta?
I'm sorry.
Now, Cindy, you take talk, saying I gotta use the bathroom. I'm old.
Wow.
Cindy, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm old.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Okay. Maybe we should get a little thing for you so you don't have to go as far. So a shout out to you guys that are aunties. Vanetta, if you're not an auntie, I feel bad for you for that because it's something nice to experience. But I'm sure you have cousins, little cousins, or, things like that. What is it in Spanish families? There's a lot of aunts that are older than their nieces and nephew.
We call them titis.
Right. Right. You guys call them titis, and they're usually older. I remember one of my friends in school, she was like she was like 10 years older or something like that. Like her grandfather had just met somebody. So
Exactly.
they don't stop.
It's disturbing. It's like my auntie is 20 years younger than me. So how do you call?
What do you call that? Put a 1 in the chat room if you're older, I guess, than your if your niece or nephew then is older than you. Something like that. I don't know. You guys put
Shout
it in
out to Vanetta. She says she is what did she say? A fine behind grandma, though. You will find behind Gigi, G-Ma, Gilf now, we're calling them. We got nicknames for all of it.
Yeah, or grandma. I know a lot of people are using that word now. That they're grandma.
I'm a Gigi. I'm sorry. I'm way too cute to be a grandma or a grandma.
So
I can't take it.
Are you a grandma?
I am a grandma.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have 3 grandchildren. I love them to death. And I remember when I had my first granddaughter, I was way too young. I'm like, she's gonna have to call me Mama B or something. We gotta figure out some nicknames. I cannot be walking around being called grandma. Are you kidding me? I still look 30 myself.
Right. You look really good. But I know. But now I feel like does the term grandma it gives a negative connotation because I still saying grandma.
It's just kind of when you think of a grandma, you think of a certain look, right? Grandmas used to be older with gray hair. And just older. Now we have to be,
No. Grandmothers. Remember, Cindy, I'm 57. I'll be 58. God willing. I had a grandmother.
He's a grandpa.
I had a grandmother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Grandmother where they put the chicken gravy on the chicken breast, and you had to pray before you had to eat, and grandma gave you a hug.
Yeah,
those old school grandmothers.
My mom wants to be called. She gets called Nana. That's what my kids call my mom.
Yeah, there's some nanas in there. Grandmas are the ones who cook on Sundays.
Yeah, but I want to say.
They're taking you to the restaurant.
Yeah, but I want to say this. We need to get back to just identifying. Well, today we live in a culture where we have multiple identifications for everything. The millennials started that. Thanks, Cindy. I think that we should go right back to grandma, grandpa, all that nana and all of that. I don't like that.
You don't like
yeah, this
Ninas
with the
and
ninas and nanas and all that. No, just go back to grandma. That's it. Yeah, listen, I want to bring that movement back. Let's just go straight back to grandma. And if you're a grandma, just be proud of that.
Grandpas don't change it. What do you guys call you? They call each other.
I don't know.
call
I'm not a
them
grandfather. I've never been one.
Or pop pop.
Pop pop.
They call them paw paw, pop pop.
If your kids did decide to bless you, Shawn, with some grandkids,
Ain't gonna happen.
What would,
I'm gonna die without a grandkid. Trust me.
what would you have them
And I'm
call
okay.
you?
I accepted that. What was the
That's
question?
crazy that none of your kids have kids. Shawn.
And I got 5 kids. That's
just
crazy.
by like a mere fact of like statistically,
Exactly.
you should have at least 2 or 3.
Right. Or if it was some real neighbor-ish, I should have about 17 of them.
Right.
I know.
You really just turned them off to the whole idea.
Yeah,
you think
I
it
did.
was you.
And I just,
You think
it was.
your
And this,
man.
how many times we've gone over that? I think this is just my karma. But if I did have a grandchild,
Which you will. You're not even really of grandpa age. Like give yourself
Grandpa
another 20 years. That's grandpa, like 65, 70.
20 years from now, I'll be
Exactly.
90.
That's actually grandpa ages. Like I think that's the crazy part. Like, being 40 or 50 and being a grandma or grandma, whatever. You're in the right age.
I think
Shawn.
you guys.
Yeah, you're in the right age bracket. So give yourself some time. The next 10, 20 years, you're going to be a grandfather.
I think you guys not. I think you guys just want to hear, like, they love to hear yourself talk. The thing
No,
is,
that's grandpa age.
statistically, the black, especially African American man, their grandfathers at 35, 40 years old. They start that whole movement. I am literally 20 years late for that. But okay, we'll get hopefully one day. And if I was, grandpa would be really nice. I think that would be really nice. I wish. I mean, listen, I don't know what's gonna happen. But all right, wait, hold on. Back to this 1 second before we go.
And not be running around on those knees. No park days for you kids.
Okay, back to these. Hey guys.
No park dates for the grand.
Back to the the aunties. I just want to say before we close out, aunties. Any more aunties in there? Aunties, God bless.
Yeah.
Everybody's an auntie except Vanetta. So
Everybody's an auntie except for Vanetta. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are we gonna do?
yeah. What
I
are
feel
you
bad
gonna
about what we're gonna do.
She could be our auntie. She could be my auntie Vanessa.
What are you gonna do? That's like the scene in Sopranos. Remember when the guy was getting made in the mob and they killed him and he picked up the phone and he called and he was like he was so happy wanted the news and it was like and they killed him and he was like there's nothing we could do about it.
Right.
He was like what? He's gone. What? There's nothing we could do. So for that, I'm for sure like me at some time. I don't know. All right. Anyway,
Yes.
before we move on, I just want to keep this pushing. See, just a little mental gymnastics before we get into the news. Only place on earth where you get started right. Hey guys, on Monday, this is what's gonna happen here on the show. Just want to let you guys know. On Monday, we're gonna start about 7:07. Okay, because we're gonna be on the FM dial in one of these cities. I'll give you all the details later, and you're gonna hear music. I want to ask this question. Saying, we have sponsorship and commercial sponsorships. Ads running from 7 to 7:05, right? 7:07 around that time, and then we'll start from there. So we might, if we go live at 7 a.m., the sound might be muted and you might see us, or we might just pop right in just live at 7:07. Okay, guys, and then about 7:25, whatever, we got to take a 3 to 5 minute music break where the sound will be muted. And you can still see us, and we probably talk in the chat room because we have to run these sponsorship ads in music. But the Facebook won't, and social media won't allow you to do that. And then on the top of the hour, we're gonna have to play some sponsorships and go that route. So it's gonna be just a little change because we want to everybody want to make money. We want to make money here on the show. We have to do it to run ads. So we'll make all those announcements and press releases next week in the city that we'll be in. Nah, this is insane. Okay, now enough of that. Now, Cindy, let me ask you. And guys, get your tickets. A lot of folks are buying a ticket for October the 27th. We'll be in the building. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team live podcast, taping, comedy show, and after party at Comedy in Harlem. That's 508 East 117th Street. Y'all come on out. If you never met Cindy J live and in person, right, Cindy?
Yes.
Yeah, come on out. And it's
see me.
actually
It's gonna
Cindy
be so
J's
much fun.
birthday that day.
Yeah, it's my birthday that day. It's gonna be a lot going on.
It's gonna be a
so-
lot. We're gonna have, we'll have folks come out. Let's have a good time. Let's celebrate Cindy J. It's gonna be an after work vibe. We're gonna party. Folks are buying a ticket already. VIP is $25. Regular general admission is $20. If you never met your boy Harvey, come on out. And let's have a good time. And then we'll get in, and then Sunday the 16th, we out here in Easton. We got Talent and Friends. So come on out. Now, Cindy, before we move on, and we have B Love, our special guest on the phone. Thank you, B, so much for being here with us.
Yes, love
And
it.
we appreciate you, Cindy. And when you wasn't here yesterday, B held it down and had a great show. So thank you, B.
Hey,
All right, Cindy, just a little mental gymnastics. It's just a question, okay? Before we start, okay? Okay, here's the question. What do you have low tolerance for? It's a question just to stimulate in the morning where you get your morning started right. And B, I ask you as well, and everyone in the chat room, just to get some mind exercises going before we continue on with the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Thank you so much, Cindy J's here in the building.
Like you mean just like in general?
Yeah, just in general.
Like
Just
with
in general.
people?
Just one more time. Let me ask a question. I'll throw one out there. What do you have low tolerance for? I would say I give you one. I give you just to start. I'll give you guys one just to start off. Okay. Cindy, it might say Cindy, I have low tolerance for people who come into a room and don't say hello or don't say anything.
Right.
I hate that. I know I don't have any control over it. I'm always the first one to say hi when we're in a public setting because that's just who I am. But it's I can't tolerate when somebody come into the room with you ever been in a situation where B-Love, you as well, you ever been in a situation where you're in some kind of public place and the person walks through and they got the stone face and they don't say nothing? This happens a lot in New York City as well.
But when people don't.
They don't say anything. When they walk into an office or any kind of building or anywhere, they got the stone face. They walk right by you. They sit down. They don't say anything. Like sometimes I like to say hello. Wherever I'm at, Sydney, I don't care what type of atmosphere I'm in. I can't tolerate people who don't say anything, especially if you know them. Like if they sit down and sit across from you, you're on the bus, you're on the plane, whatever, they don't say nothing. People don't say nothing no more. I can't tolerate that. I hate it.
When somebody you know doesn't say hello.
Yeah, first. Or if I don't know them. But if I do know them, some people don't like to speak first or say hello first. I can't tolerate. I hate that. So for some reason it goes to my core.
But why does it bother you?
I
That they're
don't
not
know because
saying
I think
anything?
everybody should be saying hello to each other.
I mean, maybe, but you can't. That's okay. Well,
I
that's
can't control it, but those are just one of the things that I can't tolerate. I can't tolerate that. People not speaking to you when you walk into a room.
I mean, I always, like, if I make eye contact with you, I'm going to smile or I'm going to say something, hello or whatever. I might not necessarily walk into a place and be like, hey, everybody. I'm not going to say I'm going to do that. But if I'm in close enough proximity to you, we make a little eye contact, whatever, I'll say, hello, good morning, how are you?
But Cindy,
I'll have a conversation.
But Cindy, would you walk into a room and you say you might know one person casually or whatever, or you might not know anybody, and everybody's just sitting there. Would you just walk into the room and not say anything?
Yeah. I've done that before.
I hate that. Doesn't it make you feel uncomfortable?
No, I hate it. And also, you know what I hate? Like when you go to Walmart and then you see somebody you know or wherever, Target, could be wherever, Starbucks, you're just like, I don't want them to say anything to me right now. Do you ever do that? That happens to me. And I'm a social person. It's just sometimes that little awkward small talk, especially when you haven't like seen somebody in a long time and they want to like quick catch up with you in line. Like, no, bro, just act like we didn't see each other.
Right. Get your coffee and keep it
B,
pushing.
Right.
B, there's one thing I can't tolerate that I do, Cindy J, that I've done several times in that same public setting where you might see someone in a supermarket or they might be in the aisle. They don't see you, but you keep it pushing because you don't want to say nothing to them.
Yeah, that's me. I'll be like,
that's
oh,
horrible, and that's me.
Yeah, because I'll be like, oh, look at that, that's so and so, and I won't say anything. But some people, but if I'm moved enough, because there have been some people that I haven't seen in a long time, and I see them out in a store or whatever, or they come home for like a Thanksgiving break or something, and I do approach them and I say, hey, but I keep it cute and real short and everything like that. I just say like, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. I don't like get into what are you doing now? And I'm like, please. I just say hi and like keep it moving. But if they want to engage, you know, because I know what that feeling is like. Sometimes when you're in the mood for something, you're just, you know, you're just focused on doing that thing and you don't want to really, you know. And it's always those people that you don't want to see that come up and say hi to you or pass by you. It's so awkward. I have this one friend. And she will literally, every time I'm with her, we always see somebody that, like, we know, but, like, I might not, like, really care for. And she's like, oh, look, that's so-and-so. She'll be like, hey, and she'll literally call them over. I'm like, girl, why? Why? And she's like, no, like, let's see what's going on with them. And I'm like, oh, my. I hate it. She does it. She does it every time.
Now, B, we're going to ask you, thanks, Cindy, for sharing. And we want to know what you think, your thoughts in the chat room. And B, before we get to ask you this particular question, you know, Cindy, a little mental gymnastics before we get into the show. And welcome, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Thank you guys for listening. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. What do you have low tolerance for? Cindy, B, can I throw one out there before you get your thoughts?
I'll tell you one.
Can I give you one, Cindy? I think we all can agree with this one. That
How you just gave another one?
I just want to get one more.
You asked B.
Okay, B, go ahead. You're right. I know you tolerate me talking too much. Go ahead, B. What's going on?
I concur with you guys. I just hate rudeness in general, you know, just a negative energy in general. I do try to speak when I walk into a room, but I also feel the temperature of the room. If I feel like it's negative energy, I'm like, I'm going to keep my highs to myself.
Right, right.
Focus it towards the people who need it and want it. But I'm with you guys.
Cindy, you know what else? You know what else I got super low tolerance for?
What?
And I think we all can agree. It's an easy one, but it is very. You know if you're driving a car and you at the light, you don't even have to be. You could be the passenger, and the light turns green like literally in a millisecond, and the person behind you honks the horn.
Yeah.
Cindy,
Yes.
that I can't tolerate that. Like that is so disrespectful. The light didn't even. It just turned green. Right, Cindy, you ever been in that situation?
Of course.
How does that feel?
Wait,
I don't
just
care.
Wait.
I don't care.
What are they saying?
I don't be caring.
Okay,
Let me see. I don't, cause I used to have really bad road rage before I had my kids.
So you
and
used
then
to
like
do that?
I calmed that down. No, I didn't. I wouldn't do that to people. But like people doing stuff like that to me, cutting me off, beeping unnecessarily, just driving too close behind me. Like I used to get it like real bad, but now I'm like real chill. So now that stuff doesn't.
But are you a honker like that? Have you ever did that?
No, I hardly ever. The only time I honk is when you're blatantly like, what's going on? With driving, the people that do not know how to merge. You are getting on the highway. Why are you at a full stop, ma'am? Unless there's traffic or whatever. Look, you need to be looking at into your left or your right lane as you're approaching the thing. Like that is the most thing that I cannot stand. And especially when I'm behind you, because now I'm trying to make my next move and you over here stopping me. And now I want to go, but now I'm about to crash into you because you haven't gone yet and I'm trying to do what I got to do. That is the worst. That is my biggest pet peeve when driving. But I have a low tolerance for people that, you know, when you're having a conversation with somebody and they keep like talking, they don't let you get a word in. And when you do say one word, they like go off of that. Like they're just like talking.
Yeah.
I will like get up and leave. I'll be like, I'll be like, this is not a conversation, and I'm done with this. I cannot stand it. I can't stand it.
So that goes right to your core.
That goes right to my core.
That goes to like when people, Cindy, I really have low tolerance for people who literally be love, and we'll get into the chat room with it and see what their thoughts are. Cindy, I really have low tolerance for people who literally know everything.
Right.
Somebody that knows, you can't tell this person or share nothing with this person or have any kind of back and forth conversation with them because they literally know everything. Hey, folks, if you out there and you know everything, block me and delete me from social media. I never want to talk to you again.
But you know what's so sad is because they really don't realize, like they do it so much and so often, and they're always like saying that stuff that they don't even realize like how you're coming across, or those people that know everybody. And it's like, okay. Yeah. It's like every time you say something, they're like, "Oh yeah, I did it," and you're like, "Okay."
Like they want to like up you one,
right? Like I can't stand that, and I will not talk to you. And once I see that you're like that, I'm like, okay, this is because to me it's not a conversation, and there's something like wrong with you. Like you have some type of attention. It's attention seeking,
yes.
Or it's like you have some type of character defect. I can't get with that.
What are they saying in chat room?
They're saying totally annoying, a know-it-all. Wendy says when she's driving, I hate the most when they have them high beam lights on behind you and blind you.
That is the worst, Cindy.
Yeah, but you know what you do? You can adjust your rearview mirror.
How?
I didn't know you could do that. That little thing that's on the bottom of your rearview mirror,
yeah.
If you flip it down, it deflects the light. So it dims the high beam light, but it's still your side mirrors are still messed up too. But
Wendy got a good point. There's no tolerance for that. That is very annoying, and we have zero tolerance for that. Thank you, Wendy.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I don't. Natalie Wright says she doesn't speak to people when she gets on the elevator. She speaks to people when I walk in a room and everyone's sitting down, looking. The Godfather said, I don't like petty people. They don't want to tip, complain about everything and just hate life. Yeah, complainers are annoying.
Complainers, oh my God. Yo,
everything. Negative people, yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, so a couple of people have the same things. What else? No, that's it. So I feel that way too. So if you guys keep putting in your low tolerance,
yeah.
And what do you do with when those things happen?
Well,
Shawn?
I think I would follow your lead. I think on something like that, Cindy, where you got to remove yourself. You got to cut the conversation short, especially with people that know everything and people who one up on you and people who, like you said, know everybody and been everywhere where you can't even have a typical conversation with them. I just think that you should
it's like they want to shut down your whole thing because it's like I can't talk to you about my experience because you did it already.
Right.
I hate that. I hate that.
Than you do.
Right. Or, I did that years ago. Oh, you're just now doing that? Mm-hmm. And then as you're saying stuff, they're like, yeah. Oh, yeah, they still have that? Da-da-da-da. And it's just, it makes, even thinking about it, I'm getting like goosebumps because that just, it annoys the crap out of me. So, yeah.
One more before we get into the news.
You have one
Could
more?
do one more?
Yeah, I have a thing. I strayed away from it for my Wednesdays, but you can go on with your thing.
I got one more question.
Okay. Oh, we're doing it on Tuesday.
No, yeah, but no, you're obviously you're prepared.
I wasn't here yesterday.
That's fine, but you're prepared to go on with the show after my last question, right? We good? Okay.
Yeah.
City, this is another one.
Right.
A little mental gymnastics today, just to get the blood flowing in the brain. Never have I had done. Never have I had done. What are one of the things, Cindy, that you never have done in your life? Just the thing.
What I've never.
What would you never have done in your life? And I just want to throw one out there while you're thinking about it.
Like my bucket list.
But yeah, it's sort of like a bucket list.
Or
But
something that I should have done already, but I haven't.
either way you want to go. I want to say these are things that I've never had. Okay. Here we go, Cindy. B, God bless you, and give your thoughts up. It's simple stuff. Simple. I mean, Cindy. I never had braces.
Okay.
Right.
That's what we're going with?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just a few things that I'm thinking like I never.
It's gotta be juicy, but okay.
No, I'm just thinking about things that I've never had, like someday. Cindy, I never been skydiving.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that. Me neither. I did indoor skydiving a couple weeks ago, but I don't.
But that's
I
still
don't think
kind of
it's the same.
skydiving, right? Didn't you feel the same? Like, didn't it give you the same emotion?
I mean, I guess that wind pressure is crazy. So if that's what it feels like.
Cindy,
whoa.
I never.
Had blood pressure?
Yeah, the air pressure that they put in that tunnel is
Well, you
strong.
should share that experience. Well, put
I should. I have to post the video. I feel so bad. I didn't post about my son on social media like at all, but we had like such a good time on his birthday, and I want to post the videos and stuff now, but I feel like it's too old.
It's not old. It's never old.
It's like 2 weeks. It's from like
That's
2
fine.
weeks ago. Do people ever do that?
Before I ask everybody,
But I have videos from it.
see,
It's
before
fun.
I ask anybody in chat room, one more. I never scuba dived. I never did that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you did that before?
Scuba dive? No, I want to do that.
But I'm just saying. So, Cindy, now that I threw a few, because I really, it's just interesting. Is there a few things, Cindy, that you never have done yet in your life? Just off the top of your head?
Yeah, I always say that the scuba diving I want to do.
Okay.
Jumping out of a plane. I haven't done that. I want to do that. But no, like I've never had braces either. I don't know. I can't think of something that
See, but
like
Cindy,
I feel like I should have done and I haven't.
But you know what the mental gymnastics part of this question is, Cindy, then we'll ask B. It's obviously, Cindy, it's obviously a simple question, again, with a complicated answer.
But I don't think
because
it's
we
I
can't
think
think
you need
about
to get
because
more
we
specific.
No, but no, how specific? I'm just asking a basic
Because
question.
you
should think about what things have you never done in your life that you want, things you want to do.
Well, there's a lot of things
so
I haven't
what
done
is
in my
it?
life.
So why are you having such a challenge? Hold on, Cindy. B.
Well, because you want me to list all of them.
Not all of them, just a
and
few.
I don't want to say the things that you've said.
Okay, dude, that's fine.
I want to go rock climbing. I've never done that.
There you go.
Boom.
B, anything you haven't done in your life so far?
Yeah, there's a few things.
What?
I haven't
What
done
is
in
it?
my life, but there's a reason why, though, Shawn. Like I've never gone horseback riding
There you
on
go.
like a beach.
Oh, okay.
Oh, whoa. See, horseback riding on a beach. I never did that as well. Horseback
Neither
riding on a
have
beach.
I,
It
but I've
sounds
been
very
horseback
dangerous.
riding.
Okay, what else, B?
Yeah, I've never had a threesome.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Me neither. Get
Wait,
into it.
wait.
That's the first thing that came into my mind when you brought the question up, because I'm like, all the other stuff is just like,
But
But
do
that's like that's the good stuff. I'm
do
like,
you
"Ah."
do you want to have one though?
Yeah. Would you?
Because I'm sure you can make it happen, B.
Would you?
Yeah, I know. Trust. The invites are real, but I'm just like, there's so much that goes into it. First of all, it's just a lot of work. It's just like across the board, whatever direction I go into, it's a lot of work. Number one. Number two, it's just like, I don't know. I think I had a desire for it, like not a desire for it. I would have been open to it. Maybe up until I was like 45, but now that I'm 50, I'm like, I kind of feel like I missed the boat.
Wait, whoa. First of all,
You think you're too old to
First
do
of all,
one?
no. Don't. You can't equate age to experiencing something in life.
A lot of people do. Some people feel
You
like,
can't
look at
say-
you. You said I'm too old to be gay. So
I am really too old to be gay,
okay, you say that like all the time.
but I am.
Some people feel like they're too old. Some people want to try drugs. They've never tried drugs, but they're like, I'm like 50. I don't know if this is the time.
Now, Pete.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
Right.
What problem can I recover?
This is your
Can I
sign.
do addiction?
Smoke
I
the
can't do
weed
addiction.
today.
So hold on, B. Before we get back into your whole thing,
I've
again.
never done cocaine.
Okay. Well,
Like a lot of people do that. They say it's like a
I can't
party
do
drug.
rehab.
okay.
Yeah.
So Have you ever been to rehab? Okay, remember that? Okay, wait. I was trying to keep it basic. Look, you're going right into the gutter with this. It's fine.
Right. That's where, I mean.
I want to say this. Hold on. Let me just say this real quick.
That's where the desire lies.
Okay, cool. That's
like,
where
I've never been on a 3-day bender.
You never been on a...
Maybe that's what I need to do. Like, let me experience life in all aspects.
You want to go on a 3-day crack run?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, put a tracker on me so you guys can, like, find me.
No, you're going to sell that after the first hit. You're going to sell that tracker. Oh, hold on. Let me just say this. Once again, guys, I don't want to be,
I want to gamble my life savings away in Vegas.
Okay.
Right. Let me just try that. I've never ever.
I want to get kicked off an airline and, like, banned for life, possibly. Like, I don't know.
All right. Damn. All
So
right.
there's a lot of stuff, Shawn.
I was just keeping it to braces. Now, listen. She talking about cocaine and crack.
Yeah, like my mind.
Okay.
Now, really not juicy enough.
Hold on a second.
I want to
Guys.
rob a store, like.
All right.
And get away with it.
Right,
I
a
wanna be
bank.
one of those people.
Yeah,
right.
like the people that stole. Who's those people that stole that ATM machine from the Chase Bank? Got away with it. Hello.
I want to do a snatch and grab from Louis Vuitton or Tiffany. I want to do that and get away with it.
And get away with it. You see them kids in Beverly Hills? They keep. They're running in these stores. I want to get like 10 and 15 of my friends. We like run up in.
Wow.
Run up in. there.
Something.
Wow. Just like this show would go, it is always goes
I've
left.
never hot wired a car. Can you even still do that?
That's crazy.
What a time to be alive.
Now I want to say this real quick. Let me just say this real quick. Guys, again, on Monday, we're going to be taking little breaks at every top of the hour. And towards the bottom of the hour, we're going to play music for a few minutes. Hold on, before we're going to get into the chat room scene. Just want to let you guys know that we'll be starting a little bit after 7 like we usually do, but we'll be playing music. You could download the Comedy World Network app and all the other affiliate apps and some of these FM stations that we're involved in starting on Monday. So we'll do the show a little bit after 7, and then about 7:20 something. Around that time, we get the times together. We play a little music, and then we'll go to the a sponsorship break, and then on top of the hour, another sponsorship break. So everything stays the same. There's going to little breaks. Now, when we have these breaks, the sound will be muted a little bit, and we could just continue chatting in the chat room, or you could go on these participating apps or on these stations and listen to the show if we want to hear all that party music. And singing, we're a family here, right? And we'll have, I reached out to Greg Youngernut, right? And I thought it was appropriate. Youngernut and Hot Sauce and a few other the DJs that listen to this show, singing, and they'll be providing morning mixes for us. So let's clap for, Youngernut and DJ Hot Sauce. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you guys. And Youngernut, who's been, is one of our family members, former chat room member of the week as well. And constantly listens to this show. I called out on him, and we're going to make this happen. So thank you, Greg Youngernut. I appreciate you. Now, before we get into that, okay, so she never had a threesome. And then she's saying that she's in her 50s and maybe she hasn't passed the boat. No, B, that hasn't passed your boat. You haven't, that ship hasn't sailed yet. Maybe one day you want to, hopefully before you're 60, you have one. But, when you was in your younger days, did you ever have a thought of it? Because I remember, Cindy, and I'll share this story. This is back in my Horace days, okay? Remember? The Horace day, Horace Harvey. Cindy was doing a comedy show, me and another comedian, and we were somewhere in the Carolinas. I can't remember where we were. And B, after the party, and they had an after party. And Cindy, me and the comedian was just sitting in the back, enjoying ourselves because we couldn't go nowhere because the promoter was taking us back to the hotel. So it was one of those situations where we had to stay for the party, B.
Okay.
And a young lady came up to us, Cindy, and said, "You both feel was funny, blah, 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 blah." She said, "Y'all both can have me right now, Cindy." Not to say that I have never been through that. I've been through that 1,000 times in my life. But the way she said it was, it kind of gets some bells. I thought it was like, you trying to rob us? But both of us, the comedians, we looked at each other and simultaneously we said at the same time, "Nah, we're good, but thank you." And she was like, "You sure?" Now, I say that to say that maybe if that was in your stratosphere to have a threesome, and we'll get to what folks are talking about in the chat room scene, what would be your approach? Would you initiate the threesome knowing yourself, or would you want the person to have that conversation with you? Because, Cindy, this young lady initiated we didn't do it. Like I said. No, honestly, we didn't.
Okay.
Listen, guys.
Did you guys think about it?
Guys, I don't like to brag on myself, but I've turned down more vagina than guys have ever had vagina in their lifetime.
Oh my God.
I've turned down a lot. Turned down a lot of vagina. Let's clap for me.
I'm not clapping for that.
You're not clapping for the fact that I've turned down a lot of vagina in my life?
No.
Okay, cool. Now, this woman, she said she initiated. And I'll ask Cindy, and then we're going with the show. Knowing yourself, would you initiate that, or and then we get into what these folks
like ask somebody?
Yeah, ask for the three, like this young lady.
A random couple?
It doesn't matter if it's random or if you know them. Like I said, this young lady initiated. She said, I want to have a threesome with you guys. So B, knowing yourself, and everybody in the chat room, just knowing yourself real quick, would you be the one to initiate, or would you want someone to talk to you and say, hey, listen, I think maybe we should do this? Which one would it be?
Yeah, no, you would have to talk me into it. And it'd have to be some serious talking. Like, drinks. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to be like, yeah, it would not be me initiating it.
Why not?
First, I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm a very much one-on-one kind of person anyway. But then when you're putting yourself out there, people don't understand, like, with a threesome, think about it. If you're with one person, there's so much going on. You have to, give attention. And then there's the hygiene thing. How do you smell and how do you taste? And now you got to bring somebody else in. You don't know if their parts are all good. It's like a lot, Shawn. It's a lot.
B, shower up before it all starts.
I'm doing it. I don't know if they're
everybody's gonna be nice and funky, fresh and clean. Don't worry about that. We gonna go you go to the hotel. Everybody walk in, everybody get a little smiley, little jokey joke, and then
everybody takes a shower. There's a way it happens.
If you want to take a shower or whatever, and then what happens is, dudes start, sitting kissing on the neck of the young lady, right? And the dude is on the other side of the couch, sitting on the couch, right? Then the little making out session going over there, and then you would the man, me or whatever, the man would come over and everybody start making out with each other, and then it goes down.
Oh wow.
B, I think you're built for it.
Shawn has faith in you.
Cindy, are you the type that would have?
Why does it have to come to me?
It has to come to you, of course. Cindy, would you be the type, and then we get into the chat room and see what they say about all this.
Nobody's saying anything.
Nobody's saying anything? Okay.
Anybody still in the chat room?
Are they
Put
still
a 1 in here if you're still in here.
For real. Cindy, would you be the one to, before we get into the news, would you be the one to initiate like this young lady did? I mean, we declined, honestly. What would you?
Was she cute?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, probably. They would probably have to. I wouldn't. That's not me. I wouldn't go up to somebody and initiate that. So yeah, they'd probably have to. But it might happen. I'm a little curious about it.
Oh,
but
breaking news.
Yeah, just a little bit, but not really. Yeah.
Maybe,
if the opportunity were right and it provided itself, it wouldn't have to be too much coercion.
Yeah, but because with B, it sounds like a application. Some fine guy go to the finance department.
Yeah, we gotta
it's a lot. It's too much. Like the
STD checks.
Like the dudes would be like, yeah, nah, we done. We can't do this. So
I need those papers, y'all. I need those papers.
Cindy, what they say in the chat room real quick before we go on with the show?
They're not saying anything.
Okay, let's go to some news. Guys, put a number 1 chat room if you're enjoying the show this morning. Put a number 2 if you're not. Remember, guys, Thursday, October the 26th, Cindy's going to make a video on Friday, and we're going to do some promotion. I know it's...
Why you gotta put it out there? Okay, if a video comes out.
She said he left himself open. Now
right.
A movie to make.
Yeah, you got a lot to make, Cindy. You got a lot of work to do.
Nobody talked to me about
October the 27th, Comedy Harlem live podcast taping and comedy show and after party. Guys, come on out. Let's have a great time. And we'll be celebrating Cindy J's birthday. So thank God for that. But Cindy, this Friday, we have a birthday party.
Yes, we do.
So you guys come on out and hang out with us. If you're local here, you can come on here to Elizabeth Avenue here to the station. We celebrate Miss Miko's birthday. So
yes,
what about that?
Friday is going to be a turn up. I'm breaking my diet and everything for Friday. I've been saving up for this.
You doing what? You bringing what?
I know, I said, because I've been on a really strict diet. I've been really hungry. And
how's that working
birthday,
out?
It's going okay.
Cindy's attitude,
angry.
guys, have changed in the last week because every time we finish the show, she's extremely hungry and she's just been talking about food. And guys, remember the last journey. Is Princess Cox No Pause in that chat room?
I think he's in there.
Princess said something slick last time about your escapade on the weight loss, which I thought was hilarious.
Whatever.
And now I think, Cindy, is this part 2? Are we following your journey again?
No, it's just something like keeping it to myself, not a big to do. But I haven't been drinking.
Haven't been drinking what?
I haven't been drinking alcohol.
Get out of here.
And so I want to. So Friday I was like, oh, Miko's thing is coming up. And I'm going out that night later at Indigo. So I'm gonna go off the rails a little bit, but it's all right.
Okay. And you haven't been drinking for the last week?
Yeah.
Let's clap.
Yeah. Cool. Missing. I like a little hat.
Girl, get snatched.
Yeah, I like.
Parties around the corner.
Right, and I like drinking. I meet people for those little happy hours. That's what I've been going to. They've been fun.
All right. Well, Cindy.
You can still drink, but it's like you can't mix your stuff. Like it depends on what you're drinking. Like instead of,
I'd have to do just like
mixed drinks. Just do like
no,
soda or
No. She has to do a Harvey. She can't. It's just
because what happens to me, I don't first of all, it would probably have to be vodka because that's like 0 calories. But then it's like. Yeah, but it's like then if I do that, I'm not just having one, I'm having a couple shots. I'm getting drunk. I don't drink for
you're an alcoholic like Harvey. Listen.
I'm taking shots. So then after that,
this is what you
then
gotta
I'm just eating
Yeah,
whatever
but
and
this is
doing
what I said.
whatever,
Cindy.
and then I don't want to work out the next day.
No, this is what
so
you gotta
it's
do.
everything that comes with it.
Cindy, this is what you gotta do. Cindy, this is what you gotta do. You're talking to an alcoholic.
Okay.
Okay. I can now drink all of you people. And that's on.
You better get that. You better go get what is it? Vanetta say, go get that waist trainer, sis, and throw her up right up under that dress and let's.
No. That's another problem. Cindy, this is what you gotta do.
I don't want to do that.
Cindy, this is what you gotta do.
Because those waist trainers, they be making you look weird.
Cindy, this is what you do.
They make you look weird.
Cindy, you don't need no waist trainer. This is what you need. You want to lose a few pounds.
I know what I need
you
to
can
do,
drink if you want. Hear me out. Hear me out. Listen to an alcoholic.
Okay, go
Listen to an alcoholic.
Go ahead.
You can drink.
Okay.
The problem is you can't eat. You can't do both. You can drink your ass off, right? Well, I wouldn't advocate drinking your ass off, but you can drink, but after you finish drinking, you can't eat.
Yeah, I'm not doing
that's and you can't do it. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said you can't drink. Don't drink at all because you can only do one.
Who's doing that? Who's drinking and not eating? Because I'm definitely going to McDonald's.
But I'm just exactly. That's where the weight gain comes in. So you can't.
Who?
But
I've
that's
never
the
seen
choice.
anybody drink and not eat.
But that's the choice. I'm just trying to. That's it. You either eat and don't drink, or drink and don't eat. You can't do them both. That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't sound like an enjoyable experience.
Well, then that's why you don't do it.
So I'm not.
You either black out or you stay sober.
But I tell you one thing: if you drink and don't eat, you'll feel miserable the next day, but you didn't gain any weight. So let's, Cindy, let's go into some front page news or whatever's going on. Put a number one chat room if you're enjoying the show. Put a number 2 if you're not. New York King Talent Iron Mill Sunday, October the 16th, Sunday night last. Tickets are moving. Y'all come on out. New York King and friends, Shawn Harvey, DJ Hot Sauce. We in the building. Let's go. All right, Cindy, you can.
Oh, sorry. I was Prentice said, or you can drink, eat, and work out. No, Prentice, you can't have all the fun. Okay.
What did he say? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you say.
I am right now on I'm juicing some stuff right now.
Wait, what did he say again?
Having cabbage soup.
Cindy, what did he say?
He said you can drink, eat, and work out.
Nah, that's too much.
Kenny, you gotta drink and have a threesome. Burn
Yeah.
those calories off, girl. Burn those calories
No,
off,
B,
and you
B.
I'm
can
not
eat
gonna burn
Mr.
enough.
Food.
No, B, you gotta have the threesome. Go ahead, Cindy. What's it?
I'm weak.
So everybody, I guess with Cindy's doing her weight loss on the low. It's not gonna be this glorified thing like the last time. And let's wish her the most success, right? Cindy, we just.
Not
But
wish
Cindy,
me
don't
the
have
most
a
success.
don't have an attitude with me. You've been having a little attitude with me.
I know. It's
And that's
just-
not fair to
it's-
me because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why some people they use me as their like little buffer for their attitude. Like I'm an attitude buffer. I say. If you're gonna lose weight,
I know, it's
keep
just that
open-minded
it's
with
really
your attitude.
early, you know.
That has
everything.
nothing. Time
But
has nothing. Time of the day has nothing to do with this.
After this week's over, I should be fine. It's just, this is like the first like real week, like everything's getting done, and I'm being really strict with my eating, and it's just throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
but Cindy,
tired,
when
it's just-
I get it, but Cindy, when I was on my loss journey, which I didn't glorify, and then I stopped the sugar for 31 days, and I didn't glorify that. I let old folks know. I didn't have an attitude with you. I know I was feeling tired and I was feeling weird about it, but I
don't
never
have an
articulated any.
attitude with you.
Yes, you did. Cindy, last
I
couple of
didn't.
days, you've been like, I'm tired. I gotta go. Let's go. Like you've been doing a lot of that to me, and I'm like, what the f? I didn't do anything to you.
Don't be mad at
I'm just
Shawn.
sharing with you, Cindy.
Okay, you know
You
what?
can't even look at me,
You know
bro.
what? I am.
Look at me. Look at me and talk to me, sir.
You know what?
Look at
now
me,
you
sir.
call me sir.
Sir, look at me. Look at me. Look at my eyes, Cindy. I am looking at you.
You know what, Shawn? I am not going to.
Please.
I'm not gonna minimize your experience
Thank
that you've
you.
been experiencing from me.
Okay.
I'm gonna validate you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry if you have experienced some aggression
Okay.
or rudeness
Well,
that you
Cindy,
feel from me.
well, Cindy, apology accepted. How's that?
Okay.
But now that you put it out there, if you act up again, the chat room's gonna know. So that's why we put it out there. That's how you make amends. That's all I'm saying.
Snitching, Cindy. He is snitching. We just had a healing moment.
I
Now
know.
he's gonna snitch. I don't know it's you, Shawn.
But
I know.
B, why when people and I understand
But
like
it's
it's a mood changing experience when you're losing weight or you're doing something like that,
It's only
especially doing
28
it,
more days.
especially an extreme situation like this. But why do we were saying before we go? Why do people put attitudes on other people that actually cheering for you to lose weight? Why do we articulate these the feelings on the other people when we're cheering for you?
She's hangry. She's not trying to take. She doesn't just. It's not a you thing. She's just angry.
I don't even know that I did it. I didn't even know I was being short with you.
Really?
And snippy.
Okay.
I didn't even realize it was my body.
All right. God bless. All right. What you got, Cindy?
It's muscle memory. I just thought that this was great news. And for people that care about it at all, I always like to rub it in Shawn's face. iPhone is now overtaking Android to claim majority of the U.S. smartphone market. This is a new feat for Apple for the first time ever. There are more iPhones in use in the U.S. than any other type of smartphone, citing data from analytics firm Counterpoint Research. They report that the iPhone overtook the entire Android ecosystem in August to claim 50% of U.S. market share. In doing so, Apple achieved its highest ever share of the American smartphone market. Apple claimed the feat on the back of the iPhone's active installed base, a metric that takes into account all the people who are using an iOS device after purchasing one used. In the early days of the iPhone iOS system, never had anywhere near 50% of market share. At that time, companies like BlackBerry, Nokia, Motorola dominated smartphone space. By 2010, Android overtook iOS to claim the larger install base. Ever since then, Google's mobile operating system has been the dominant force in the global smartphone market, claiming more than 70% of the market share of 2022. Google probably has nothing to worry about. After all, the iPhone has always had an outsized presence in the U.S. compared to other markets. Still, the company is likely looking at the situation closely. This is a big milestone that we could see replicated in other affluent countries across the globe. Apple dominated the premium smartphone market in Q2 of 2022, with the iPhone representing 57% of all sales. and they show no sign of slowing down. As you all know, the new iPhone 14 is also coming out in October, and the lists are open for that if you would like to pre-order one, if you have done so already. Put a 1 in the chat room if you're getting an update. Put a 2 if you're not.
Well,
so Shawn, I just wanted to update you on that information.
You feel better
and
now?
let you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
now after
coming for
all these years that done went by, you notice that to all you iPhone users, congratulations. You have reached 50% of the market share in the U.S. That's still not the world. The world is still dominated by the Android, 70% to 30%. Okay, you can have that in the U.S. You're all, drinking the tea over there for your beloved iPhone. It took almost literally a generation for you to even catch up. Androids, folks like myself, keep your head up. Know this. In the U.S., got it. 350 million. There's 1 billion people on Earth. Take that stat right to the rest of the world, and the Android is still dominating. I applaud you, iPhone user. I applaud you. You put in a whole lot of work to get to 50% of the market share. Boy, it took you a long time to do that. Android or iPhone?
iPhone for sure.
Well,
and
you.
Just so you know, Shawn, that number is gonna tighten up real soon. 'Cause
Well,
these
you
things
have
coming
you
out
have
the
my
blue
condolences.
with an iPhone.
You have my condolences as well. And I know Cindy, boy, I guess when this story landed on her lap, I guess she thought about me because you know how I always brag and boast about the Android. Put a number 1 chat room if you have an Android. Put a number 2 if you have an iPhone. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you have an Android. Put a number 2 if you have an iPhone. Cindy, congratulations. What else? Jesus Christ. Took 50 years to do that.
Android only has a good camera, Shawn. That's it. That's the only thing I can give Android. That's it.
Right.
It works. They both works the same way. They both you can receive a text, send a text, and you can make a phone call. That's what this is really all about. Go ahead.
Okay.
And none of them work underwater.
None of them.
None of them. None of
Yeah,
them.
the
The
iPhone.
iPhone that I
No.
iPhone can't go
If you
underwater.
take
You can put it
if you take both these phones out of a box and dump them in water, they both don't work. Go ahead, Cindy.
No, that's not true,
Until
Shawn.
they start working like that, then you'll be the number 1.
I don't know if I'm sure Android has
Cindy,
the
take
technology.
that phone right there, right now.
I can put it underwater.
Put it in the bathroom right now and
I
fill up the
can.
water with sink and throw that thing in the water. And let's see how fast that thing works.
They show it
It's
on
not-
YouTube.
Cindy,
you can
knock
do it.
That phone is not going to survive
the
water.
The iPhone 10 and up, you can put it in
Yes,
water.
Put it in
Cindy,
the water.
you
You can.
cannot. Cindy,
I'll put it in a glass of water.
No, don't you
want
do
me
that.
You want me to do it on F Around and Find Out Friday?
sure.
Do it after the show.
Yeah, do it forever around Find Out Friday.
I think you can put it in for is it up to a minute or it's like 60 seconds?
You
But
can't
can
put
go
it
on
in
water.
there for 2 seconds.
Yes, you can.
All right, go ahead. Let's do
I've
it.
done it. My phone,
Take
my
the L, Shawn.
my phone fell in the sink when I was brushing my teeth. Like
Yeah,
water
but you picked
running
it up,
over.
ran over. That's no big
Yeah.
deal. I'm talking about throwing it in the water and let it submerge for about a minute. You put it out, it's not going to work. So where we at with this?
Okay.
Go ahead, Cindy.
I'm saying you need to know what technology is out
I'm
there.
just saying,
Okay.
I'm a happy Android user. What they saying in the chat room? I love my Android. What they saying? I'm good.
B, I don't
Apple
know if you see
phone
anything
ass
else in
neighbors.
the chat room. I haven't been in the chat room.
What is? Let me see.
It looks like a
What is
lot of them are putting one.
So one is for
Daryl-
Android.
One is Android?
Yep, one is Android. Two is iPhone. That's what I said.
Okay, Prentice. Diane Hall said 1 and 2.
No, just one. It's okay. She doesn't count. What is it?
Daryl Lyon said my phone works in water. And what you got?
What you have, bro?
He said Android. Android works in water?
I
How
don't
long?
know. I'm not.
How long?
Well, let me go in this chat room real quick and see what they say.
Comedian Fix said a lot of men take a shower with their iPhone.
That's true.
Shannon Berry, my girl Shannon. Hey, girl.
That's my beloved niece.
Do you have an iPhone? Does she have an iPhone?
I don't know. We got to find out.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys keep letting us know. In
Number
the
1,
comments.
if you have an Android. Number 2, if you have the iPhone. Congratulations. They got 50% of the market share. It took 16,000 years to do that.
Anyways, we're coming for y'all.
Whack-ass phone.
We're coming for the world.
We're coming for y'all. Go ahead.
That's right.
We still got the market share in the world, but go ahead.
Shakira is likely to stand trial for allegedly failing to pay $13.9 million in taxes. You guys remember I was giving you this story about whether they were going to do it and all this speculation. Well, they're going through with the trial, and they're saying that she owes taxes between the years of 2012 and 2014. A Spanish judge ordered this week, with prosecutors looking to impose a 8-year prison sentence if she is found guilty. The 45-year-old who has she has denied any wrongdoing. She will also face a stiff fine if prosecutors win a conviction. She has already rejected a plea agreement, which would have spared her a trial, having insisted she only lived in Spain for part of the year during that 2-year period. She purchased a family home in Barcelona in May of 2012. Shakira's public relations firm maintains she has already paid off all of her back debt, alongside an additional 3 million euros or 2.8 million U.S. currency. She's currently facing 6 counts of tax fraud per the court, which is based in the, based somewhere in Barcelona. So yeah, the no trial date has been scheduled as of yet. The case depends on where Shakira lived between 2012 and 2014, with prosecutors in Barcelona claiming that she spent more than half of that time frame in Spain and was on the hook to pay taxes in the country. The allegations come despite the fact that her official residence is in the Bahamas. A representative for the singer reportedly stated that she is fully confident of her innocence. I mean, I like the fact that she is fighting it. She's not taking a plea deal and just paying more money. So
Hold on a second.
This is ridiculous. But 8 years in prison? Like, come on.
Cindy, it's comedian.
That's disrespectful.
Hold on a second. It's comedian Fig in the chat room.
Yes.
Fig,
Yes,
do me, Fig, do me a favor. Call in before 9 o'clock with a sports story, a sports interest story, if you don't mind. Comedian Fig from Box Seats. They do a daily talk show every day in the afternoon. Rodney Perry, Fig, and Talon, and Michael Shawn, and all the others. Mr. Holder over there, and Fig, get something together if you don't mind before 9 o'clock before we get out of here. We'll see what's going on in sports now. See, the first question is, where does this young lady live right now?
Her official residence is the Bahamas, I believe.
I want to know where she is, because I'll tell you one thing.
She ain't in Spain.
Exactly. So stay
adamant about
stay
that.
your ass. If you're Spaniard, they call Spaniards. I don't know what these folks are called.
Yeah, Spaniard.
Stay
Spaniards.
your ass up. Fig. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Hold on, B.
All right.
Hey, Fig, you there?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
All right, hold on, Fig.
All right.
See, if this young lady should never return back to Spain.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the problem. You will be a fugitive. If you're from this country, kiss your aunties and grandmother goodbye. Never go back there, because you're going to jail. And why? And I understand, because you was there 6 months out the year, that you shouldn't pay all these taxes. But when you didn't take the plea agreement, right, Cindy, basically,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
You turned it down, right?
She turned it down. She turned it down. Just please, all your handlers and bookers and PR people, that European tour, don't make no stop in Madrid, because they're gonna arrest your punk ass. Stay out of Spain for the rest of your natural life. I mean, we all love you, I guess.
She got a American lawyer and she's trying to make him represent her in Madrid. You need to go to Madrid and get somebody who.
You will see, Fig. Where are you, Cindy? Again. All right, you're running from the law. You don't want to deal with this. Don't go to Spain, because you're going to jail. How many years? 8 years?
8 years they want to give her.
Yeah,
for
you're
tax fraud?
going to get 8 years, not for the tax fraud no more, because you're a fugitive. They're gonna do on another 16. You're done.
Not a fugitive.
You are fugitives.
Listen, we, you asked me to do a sports show. Brittany Griner, an American WNBA basketball player, is still in jail in Russia. When it comes to foreign countries, dude, I don't play around. If you don't know their laws and their regulations, They are not like the United States of America. Ain't no plea bargain, pay this, pay a little bit here, a little bit there. You get a good judge, they let you walk. Them other countries, they don't play. Their laws is different. I'm not going to no other country playing no games. Because if this would happen to Brittany Griner in the United States of America, they wouldn't even have locked her up. They'd have gave her a little fine or something maybe, or they probably would have just confiscated her little vaping tubes and let her go. But in Russia or in Spain or in some of these other countries, they don't play. I ain't going to no other country playing no games.
Now, hold on a second. B said it so eloquently about a month ago. You can't be American anywhere, right? But I say this, Zinni, wherever this young lady is from, please, again, I don't even repeat myself, but I will. Stay out of Spain. In any Spain city, any Spain territory, like there might be some little island like the Galapagos or something that might be underneath the Spanish rule. Whatever. Don't go into Spanish Harlem. Don't go nowhere in Latin.
Don't even eat no Spanish food.
Right. Because your ass is done. Good point, Fig. Again, that's why a lot of y'all here, anti-government folks, I respect the hell out of your opinion about this country because at least you can have that opinion here, regardless of what you said about America.
Right.
But you can't go to these Spains and Russia, just like Fig said. You can't go to these places and reject the plea deal and think it's all good. Because now what the Spaniards are saying is, all right, you're done. You're doing your 8 years, and we want our money.
Absolutely.
And you can even if you dug up Johnny Cochran, CJ.
Oh, hell no, not Johnny.
And Johnny ain't gonna get you off on this one. You're done.
Not in Spain. Hey, listen, man,
Not
you
for
know the
$13
problem
million. How about that? If it was anything
listen.
else, but not for $13 million, they going for that.
$13 million in Spain. You know that ain't but $20
Right.
American dollars. I don't know why she beefing. She just go ahead and mail them this $20 and stop playing.
Cindy, how much you
American
Cindy,
money is different. You know, you just mail them the
Cindy,
$20 so they be good.
I know you did this story before. Cindy, how much was she worth again? That was a tremendous
I think she's like $100 million. Let me.
$100 million. Like, cut a check.
No, because it's for her right now. It's the principle. I feel like that's why she's not taking the plea because she's like, no. Her net worth is $300 million.
$300 million. How
and
much
she's
they want?
Colombian.
How much they want?
No money. $13 million.
$13 million.
And she paid it back.
Just
The
cut the
problem
check.
for me that I'm having is
Just cut the
I'm
check.
Shakira the entertainer. My job is to shake a booty and sing a song. Why are my accountants not being held for this? I don't do books.
I don't even
Listen,
care. I don't even
Let me tell
care.
y'all something. Accountants are not held responsible for your taxes. You are.
Yes,
There
that
been
is
plenty of
absolutely
listen,
true.
There are plenty of people that got in trouble talking about, well, my accountant, no. This is your taxes.
Yeah.
Whose signature is on the bottom of your tax return? Yours.
Right.
You're responsible. Whatever the accountant tell you to do or whatever stuff like that, and you sign your name on the bottom, they don't call your accountant, they call you.
Right. Hold on, Fig. Don't go nowhere. Fig, do me a favor if you don't mind. Everybody, comedian Fig is on the phone. Hilarious. HBO Def Jam Beach. He's coming view back in the day. Fig, I need you to get a sports story together if you don't
I
mind.
got a sports story for you right now.
All right. Thank God bless you. Cindy, what else you got?
I'm just gonna do.
Cindy, are you hungry right now?
Yeah, I am hungry.
Okay.
I have this story.
You look hungry, Cindy. Cindy,
God,
remember
I
the
look
last
like
time
it.
you lost weight and your whole jaw was missing and your cheekbones were gone? Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, Shawn, a word to the advice.
Yeah.
Don't mess with no hungry women. That's all I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all in that little studio by yourself. Don't get your
No.
ARSE whipped in there by no hungry woman.
Right. All right. The advice taken. Go ahead, Cindy. What's that?
Yes. This news story that I have, it comes with violating DNA rights, victims' privacy rights. A woman whose rape DNA led to her arrest is actually suing the city of San Francisco. A rape victim whose DNA from her sexual assault case was used by San Francisco police to arrest her in an unrelated property crime this week filed a lawsuit against the city during a search of a San Francisco Police Department crime lab database. The woman's DNA was tied to a burglary in 2021. Her DNA had been collected and stored in the system as part of a 2016 domestic violence and sexual assault case. Then district attorney, the then district attorney said in a shocking revelation that raised privacy concerns, "This is government overreach of the highest order, using the most unique and personal thing we have, which is our genetic code, without our knowledge to try and connect us to a crime." The revelation prompted a national outcry from advocates, law enforcement, legal experts, and lawmakers. Federal law already prohibits the inclusion of victims' DNA in the National Combined DNA Index system. So I guess, victims of assault case, their DNA is not used in like the general criminal database. There is no corresponding law in California to prohibit local law enforcement databases from retaining victims' profiles and searching them years later for entirely different purposes. But California lawmakers approved a bill that would prohibit using the DNA profiles collected by police from sexual assault survivors and other victims for any purpose other than aiding in identifying the perpetrator.
Right.
Local law enforcement agencies would also be prohibited from retaining and then searching victim DNA to incriminate them in unrelated crimes under the legislation. So, they shouldn't be doing that. It seems like this police department just did because you haven't solved her rape or helped her with anything regarding that, but they pulled her up regarding this. So it seems like maybe they just pulled everybody.
Right. So she got raped. She got raped back in the day. And then there was a crime that she was involved in, and they're more focused on that than rape.
Right. Well, what happened was they got her DNA from her rape kit.
From a rape kit, yeah.
And that's how they got it. And then they used it to say that she committed this crime.
I didn't mean to laugh. Right. Jesus, this woman is doing a lot. She's getting raped and robbing, R&R.
Right.
Now,
well, they're saying that she was committing the robbery, I guess.
I'm sorry that this woman is going through this in her life, but this goes about with the DNA, everybody. You can't, the times that we live in today, a lot of cameras, a lot of saliva, you will get caught at some point. And it's not like the old days when mob guys used to rub you out and then you're done, they put you in the trunk and you were missing for the rest of your life. And the state of California, right, these laws, they got to prohibit some of these laws because it doesn't make any sense.
If you're gonna have her DNA, solve
solve
crime.
Let her go out and continue to rob people, but let's solve that problem. Let's solve that crime first.
Yeah.
Sounds like deflection to me. Y'all didn't get one thing right, so you're trying to get something right.
Right.
Y'all see the joke in this, man? This is hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
You mean to tell me you go to police to report that you've been raped, but they lock you up for robbery?
Right.
Seriously?
Right. Because you left your DNA at the crime scene, the crime scene that you committed.
Oh, God.
But again, but what does it tell us? You're right about the joke in it. I mean, guys, be careful. Like, duct tape your mouth. Don't sweat when you do a crime. Wear a scuba suit. Like, it's something you gotta be. This DNA is which went into law in this about 20 years ago, right? As far as DNA crime.
DNA got a lot of people out of jail, but it put a lot of people in jail too.
That's right. What else, Cindy?
That's
Before
true.
we get into some sports.
So they need to
chalk that up to a bad date, ladies. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Just chalk it up to a bad date. If
That's
you know
right.
you out here robbing and you get raped, unfortunately, can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, I think
It should be even. It should be
Right.
even.
We even.
I know you robbed this house, but you burglarized this house, but we're gonna let you go because you got raped.
Right.
I mean,
You
yeah.
even.
I think it's also those two. No, because that is messed up. But I think it's the police, the improper use of the DNA.
Yes.
Because that's what it's. First of all, it might also deter people. Now, people already don't want to come forward with their rapes and do all that. The rape kit is very invasive.
Yes.
And then, to say, well, what if something else does happen to me now? You know, and people are, this is why people have conspiracy theories and things like that, because now you're taking my DNA and you're using it for stuff that you're not supposed to be using it for, cross-referencing it through other databases and other things like that. So, I mean, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, but I do agree with you, Cindy. California, it's the state of California, definitely have a part to play in this mess as well. Okay, what else you got?
Yeah, they need to.
Listen, here's the code. If you're a criminal, you can't report crimes.
Right.
Right.
Right, right.
Just don't call the cops.
Well, no, it's the same thing, Cindy, like you reported the other day with the lady with the PPP scam and sued the Justice Department for millions of dollars, but she was stealing millions of dollars from the feds.
I mean, that's true. But also, I mean, this is a property case. What if her DNA is just there because she used to be at this place? Because you're putting her as a suspect in something else.
I think we all suspects in one way or the other. Go ahead, Cindy, what else you got?
Yeah.
Allegedly. We have to start this with allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. We don't know it. All of us did some weirdness in our life. Go ahead. And thank God there's no DNA to be left behind. Go ahead, Cindy.
A jury is awarding 50.
Imagine you do something weird in your life and come in and like, we knew that you was there at such and such time doing something really weird, and we got your DNA to prove it. Go ahead.
Yeah. A jury awarded parents $15 million of a 14-year-old black boy that was killed by a car after deputies kicked him out of a state fair, ending a years-long debate about his death. A Florida jury has awarded $15 million to the parents of a young boy. His name was Andrew Joseph III, who died back in February of 2014. The parents will split the award 50-50, saying they were elated at the victory, calling it a day of vindication. They said that child didn't do nothing wrong. $15 million. The boy's father told the press, "We are elated at this moment." Last Thursday, 10 jurors serving a Tampa federal court reached a verdict in the premature death of Joseph after he was struck by a car while attempting to cross the Interstate 4 highway 8 years ago. Deputies said the boy and a few other teens were tossed from the fair for causing a disturbance, having knocked over fellow fair patrons, and reportedly stealing from vendors. Officers reportedly grabbed two of his friends before kicking him out. He was allegedly caught because he helped pick up another boy's hat, and after he dropped it while they were running. Authorities have been criticized for their portrayal of the boy, who many argued was being labeled as a criminal and not a child, despite his young age. I guess they were in the fair, like, acting out. Deputed, detained, and ejected Joseph, which his parents claimed violated his civil rights. Joseph and about 99 other teenagers were questioned and photographed before being removed from the fair and taken home. The defense claims that the boy was offered a ride from his football coach after being kicked out of the fair, but he turned it down. Instead, he opted to try and cross the highway on his own, but was struck by an SUV before he could make it across the expressway. The boy's attorney who represented, the attorney who represented the deputies said that it was not foreseeable that someone would leave and enter the interstate. Meanwhile, the plaintiff's lawyers argued that authorities should have never placed the boy in that situation in the first place and should have been safely escorted across the busy highway. Well, I mean, that's unfortunate. I don't even remember hearing about this story. I guess, well, probably down in Florida, people down in the South have heard about it. But his parents feel vindicated. He got $15 million. That's a lot of money. So, yeah. I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat room if you heard about this story, but they just ruled on it the other day.
Well,
I feel like I need to know more about it because it sounds like it sounds like the cops didn't do anything wrong. It seems like it was a lot of people, and if they all told him to just get out of the fair.
What happened? He got injured in the car?
No, he crossed the interstate.
And then what happened?
And he died.
Oh. All right.
But they're saying that the deputy should have never kicked him out. But it's saying that there was a bunch of other people that were kicked out too.
Okay.
And he turned down a ride.
Maybe kids just act right. Like, a lot of these kids today just don't have any respect. And now when the law does their job by protecting the other people at the fair, they're getting sued. I don't really understand.
Well,
I know it's one of those stories that seems a little weird.
well, cut the check. All right, Cindy, take a breath. We're gonna take. Thank you, everybody. We got comedian Fig. Let's clap for Fig.
Hey, thing.
What's up, family?
We got a format change for this Monday. We let you guys know on Friday when we do the party because we can't change nothing. We got the show today, tomorrow, and then we got a party, and then after the party we got to go through some time clocks and segments on this show. And I've just been letting you guys know that there's gonna be a few changes, but everything will just still run the same. So we'll be taking some breaks. The feed might go silent or whatever, but we have some music. Young and Nut Hot Sauce put some music, some playlists playlist together for us. So we're venturing off into another area of this show and going back to the FM dial in Rochester, New York. But we keep you all updated on that. Fig, let's clap for comedian Fig.
Yeah.
What's up,
Fig,
family?
first before-
On the Wake Up Morning Show. Listen, if Shawn Harvey isn't on your morning show, then your morning show ain't on.
Word. I've been telling them that for years. Thank you. Thank you, Fig. I love it. Fig, before you get into your quick sports story, what's your take on the what's the Boston Celtics coach name again, Cindy? What's his guy? Ime Udoka. What's your quick take on this? Because Cindy said fine, and let him go back to work. She'll deal with the husband if that was her case. The husband got to go. She's gonna stay at the job. The coach who had this affair with with her husband, she could still right. Cindy still stay at work. B changed her mind and said, we got to fire this guy, get him out of here. I said a year suspension and get rid of him. B, what's your take on this whole situation? And then we go into a story, okay? Cindy, then we get out of here.
Look, nobody has ever lost their job over something like this in the history of the NBA or in the workplace, unless it's some kind of sexual harassment by a person who is above you or somebody who is your senior. This was a consensual relationship between two adults, and the only problem is that one of the people, the female on the other side, is attached to somebody who is above Ime Udoka, and the reason that they're putting him through this is because he basically, I think he messed around with the boss's wife, but he did not attack her. He did not sexually harass her. This was consensual. She wanted to be with him, and he wanted to be with her. They did. They're running him through the mill, and nobody even knows what her name is. Nobody in the media. Nobody brought her out. Her photograph is not out. Her name has not been released. Yet this man has been suspended for a year and possibly may not return to the team. So basically what they did, they castrated him because not only is his salary cut, I think up to half of what he was making or supposedly to make for the year, he was due for an increase in salary, and then after this year, they're holding on to him. They might let him go. The reason that I said he's been castrated, because had they just fired him and not said anything, another team, which is in need of a good coach, possibly would have hired Ime Udoka without, without any incident. Generally, what happens in something like this, they usually just release you, and that's the end of the story. But they're going to hold on to him and parade him in front of the media and everything else. The story's going to continue to come up, and they're just going to parade him pretty much in front of the media for a year, and he won't be able to work anywhere else unless they actually fire him.
Can't he resign?
But wait a minute. Cindy, it all sounds good from Fig.
But can't he resign?
But he can. Yeah, he can resign, but he probably have to forfeit, a lot of money if he resigns. But Cindy, I hear what Fig saying, but really, and Fig is articulating himself so cavalier about this. But Fig, what if you was in that situation? What if your wife had an affair with the head coach?
Hey man, that's on her.
No, hear me out. And you going to work every day, bro. Every day, and you see this coach, like Cindy said, with all these press conferences going on with his life, having a great day, getting this money. You all right working underneath that condition?
The only thing I want to know is, why is it just on him? Where's the woman? I mean, it's just, listen, he wasn't married.
Oh,
Even
my God.
Udoka's not married. He's in a relationship, but he ain't married. The woman is the only one. Listen, my wife has a responsibility to me. I have a responsibility to her. I don't owe no loyalties to nobody else. She owes a loyalty to her husband. Why are they dragging this man through the mud and not even mentioning her name?
Well, that I do agree. They have to mention her name. I agree with that.
To this day, nobody on unless you on the inside, nobody even know who she is.
They said
They
they
don't
put
have a
out
clue.
her
Nobody
name.
mentioned her name.
They did
Yes,
put
they
out a
did.
name.
They put- they said
they
it- her name
speculated.
That was
They-
an error.
No,
And
they
the
said
woman-
there's
the
two. They
picture-
said it was
Hold on,
Allison.
Fig. Hold on,
they
Fig.
said it was Allison Feaster.
Yeah.
Who they said they cleared her, and they named this other woman. Her name is Kathleen Nimmo Lynch.
Yes.
Who they say is the wife
Yes.
of the VP of
VP.
Finance. The
And then she took
comptroller.
down her
And
social
that-
media 3 days before this broke, right?
Yeah.
Fig, we got the person, bro.
Who said that? Who
But
put her name
but
out?
they're not. I mean, they're not putting her face out. They're not talking about her reports. But
Exactly.
that's who
my
they
whole
said
thing
it is.
It's like, why, you know what, listen. I have a problem with this because he's a black man
What?
and this is a white woman. And let me tell you this. There have been entire towns burnt to the ground because a white man was accused of doing something to a white woman. And hundreds of people murdered and slaughtered in the streets for this very same thing. This is exactly. Do you know that Emmett Till was a kid
Oh my God.
was beat to death?
Yeah, but
because he's
Wait, let him
supposed
finish
to
it.
be
Let him finish
with
it.
a
See, let him
white
finish.
woman.
I understand
I'm
that.
just saying.
But he's the one that did it to himself.
Yes, Fig, Fig.
2022. Why ain't we putting her picture and her name out
I
there?
hear you.
Because
Fig,
Udoka.
Fig,
But-
I don't have no argument with you,
But
but
you know why they're not doing that though? Because hello, you're a black man. That's how the media is gonna run it. And again, it goes to show black people, especially black men out here, they think they get a little job because they work with the white man, that they could do what white men do, and you can't.
Well-
You're gonna lose every single time, and despite the fact that everybody knows the history of what these white women been doing to black men since the beginning of time, y'all will still, you have a good woman at home who
Whoa,
moved
whoa,
her
whoa,
life,
whoa, whoa,
and
whoa,
you're
whoa.
gonna come over here
now, Cindy.
and you're going to
No,
risk
no,
it.
y'all.
And
No, y'all.
okay, we're doing semantics right now. I'm talking about Ime Sudoka. Okay, we all know that.
You see.
But
No,
again,
but I'm just saying,
but
you
no,
know, you
but
say
no,
y'all
because
black
you
Hold
men.
on, Fig.
no,
Hold on, Fig.
because you wanted to say, because he's a black man. Yes, black men out here continue to go out and risk it all for these white women.
Whoa.
And
No,
you have a good
pause,
family at
pause.
home.
Now-
and that's what you're doing.
Now,
and that's
Fig.
exactly what happened to him.
Yo, Fig, hold on, Fig, 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 wait a minute, hold on, Fig,
Let me
Fig.
just say this.
Hold on, wait, I
Serena
got you. I'm gonna say this, and then you could,
Serena Williams got a white man.
it's
This other
Fig.
chick that married into the
Fig.
I can't even call her
But
name.
Fig, you're
that
the one.
married into
You
the
Let him
white
finish,
you
let him
want to
finish,
make
Cindy. You
it.
can't talk over each other. Let him
There's
finish, let him finish.
There's been thousands upon thousands
Let
and
him finish.
thousands of black prominent women that be in relationships with white men. It ain't one way. It ain't just us.
See, let him
Yeah,
finish that.
but they're not messing up their bags over a white man. They're
Yeah.
getting with a white man and leveling up. These black men are getting with white women and losing their whole families.
Okay.
They're losing.
Hey, only him,
Excuse me,
Cindy,
Fig.
just him,
No,
Cindy.
Kobe Bryant, he didn't lose all these endorsements when he over
And
here and cheated on his wife.
Cindy,
He,
the Babylonian-
all these other black men that get crucified when they over there cheating on their families with white. Give me black women who got with white men and caused scandals and shame to their families.
Now, Cindy,
But
there's
I
a
can
guy.
give you a list of black men
Now,
that have
Cindy,
done
remember,
it.
Cindy, remember I told you yesterday. Hold on,
So what
Fig.
are you talking
Cindy,
about?
remember I told you yesterday about.
Y'all
well,
can't put us all in the same boat.
No,
I'm not
we
putting you
talking
all in
about
the
one guy.
same boat, but I am saying that there are plenty of
But Cindy, remember there was
instances with black men cheating on their black women with white women and getting themselves into these
Cindy.
situations, just like they've been doing since the beginning of time, like you so eloquently
Sean, they
put
are
when
Now,
you were
Cindy.
giving us the history of
now,
black men.
now, Cindy, remember when I told
What
you?
is the infatuation with
Cin-
being with these women that
Cindy,
half
I don't
of y'all
think-
end up dead dealing with them?
Cindy, I think you're treading down a racial line here. But what I'm
He's
saying
the
is
one
that
that brought it up.
I know, but hold on, both of y'all is on this racial line. My whole thing is this, Cindy. Remember, in that one isolated case with the Babylonian, the New York Met general manager, remember I shared with him? that he had the affair with another Babylonian woman, a wife of one of the executive, and they fired him for the New York Mets. And then he went over to ESPN, CJ. He did the same exact thing, and they fired his ass too. So, right, I do agree with you. Black men, they do risk a lot. That's true. I'm not gonna disagree with that. The kid Fig, I agree with you as well on this isolated incident with this young man. The race, hey, listen, he made the final decision. I don't think this has anything to do with race. He knew what he was. Hold
It
on,
does have to do with race.
He knew that as soon as he touched the forbidden fruit, it was going down. And
Sure.
I don't think that all this race has anything to do with it. He knew that he had no business. Fig, there's a man code. Race has nothing to do with it. There's a man code. You know that if your boss is cutting your check, at least have some level of respect to not have any kind, not smash his wife. They both are. It's consensual, but it's him. He caused all of it.
Yo, listen. This is not the dude cutting the check. This ain't the owner of the team.
It doesn't matter. He's a man at a job. He sees this other man. Hey, I mean, like we said before, Fig, he practiced, Fig. Hold on a second, Fig. He practiced so much discipline. A regular neighbor or some out of control dude would have came up there like citizens would burn the whole building down. Again, you can't do. Listen, he can't. It was Fig. You can't have sex with someone that works in the office and the husband works there. You just can't do it.
Sean,
Go ahead.
listen, man. When you're involved with a woman, regardless of her color, your brain is not the deciding factor. It's your emotions and your heart.
What?
The only thing you can do to protect yourself from getting with a woman that you're physically attracted to, that is physically attracted to you, is to keep yourself separated from her in a space where y'all can't get together and be alone. That is the only thing that's going to prevent you from getting with this woman and her getting with you. That is it. You need a crowd around you. You need people around you, and to keep yourself in a space where y'all can't be alone together. Because if you are, the chances of something happening between you two is extremely high, and the ability for y'all to be able to walk away and make a conscious decision on we're not going to do this is extremely low. Period.
Now, Cindy, what he's saying, right? And I hear you, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna get out of here. What he's saying, Cindy, is not race driven. This is a conscious decision by a man or a woman. You're talking about he needs to be around people and he needs not to be in these type of places, people, places, and things around him. I totally disagree. You got to make a decision. You got to know what they say throughout the internet lately, Cindy. They said this man has fumbled the bag. You made this decision and you fumbled the bag. Race has nothing to do with this. I don't think so. He had no business doing this. I would never personally, Fig, and I don't want to speak for you, but we would never go into the workplace and have an affair with a man's wife at the place. I'm not built like that. I'm not gonna do that, regardless. I'm not gonna do that. This has nothing to do with my race, how I brought up. If I gotta control my penis and chop it off, I'm not going to do that. And Cindy's right, you know, black men make these mistakes from time to time. I'm not gonna cut her. She puts them in this whole void of black men. I'm gonna disagree with her with that. But there are some men that fumble the bag just like he did with the Babylonian fruit.
Yo, man, let me ask you a question. Didn't you hold on. Now I just wanna ask this question because I mean I listen to the show quite often when I get up or whatever.
Thank you.
You know I'm tuning in. But let me just say this. Aren't you the same dude that said you was in a relationship with a woman, a good woman, had her own crib and everything. Yeah. You messed up and she put your black ARSE out in a snowstorm and you had to carry the triple fat bag with all your clothes in it and jump your behind on the train. Now today, you ain't built like that.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with race.
Okay,
it has nothing to do with me being black. I didn't do that because I was black. And there was a white guy. There was a Latino woman. It has nothing to do with that.
But it does in how the media is handling it.
Listen, the only reason I brought race into it
is because they ain't talking about this woman and they dragging him through the mud.
I agree with you.
Hold up. She's just as guilty as he is. As a matter of fact, I'd say she's even more guilty because she was the one that was married.
What?
She was the one that's married, not him. He's not a married man. She is. She took a vow to be with her husband, and she broke her vows. He ain't break no vows.
Well, yeah, I get it. I mean, we could semantics with that, but he still was in. He wasn't in a marriage vow, but he was in a long-time relationship with this woman that we all love, that he loves. It's still, because it's not on paper. Fig, because it's not on paper, that doesn't neglect. Phil, Fig, Fig, just because it's not on paper, Fig, as far as what you're saying, as far as this marriage entitlement thing, the feelings are still the same. You don't, Mia Long feels the same way today if she was married or not. She feels betrayed.
Wait a minute, hold up.
She feels freaking embarrassed.
Do you know
you can't tell me on paper it's not going to separate the way he feels. Fig, you're not going to tell me that. Cindy says it all the time. It's a domestic partnership. She still feels the same way. You can't say that about because they're married or not, Fig.
Do you know that she asked him to marry her and she said no?
It doesn't matter. So what? She still feels the same way.
Listen, if I'm in a relationship with a woman and I ask her to marry me and she says no, that relationship is done, B.
Yeah, but they still continue.
But that's you. But they still continued on. But it still doesn't give him the right to. She still feels horrible.
Stop judging him. Stop judging him.
I'm not judging.
Stop judging him, because you don't know how he think. You only talk about how you feel. You don't know how he feels.
I'm not judging. How can I judge him when I sit here every day and tell you guys how all these relationships I've been in have failed? I'm not judging
Shawn,
this guy. This guy pulled out his penis to the married woman and got caught,
Shawn,
bro.
they don't even live in the same state, man. I don't want to hear that.
Oh my
I want to hear
God!
that. They live in two
So
different states.
you just discarding this young lady Mia Long's feelings. You just don't. It just doesn't matter to you.
This conversation didn't start about Nia Long. That's
Am
what
I
this
on-
conversation was about. We weren't talking about Nia Long.
Cindy, am I on the right planet here?
Listen.
He's wrong. What he did was wrong.
It's Fig. Would you agree?
Wait a minute, just him?
Yeah, the woman too. Of course, the married woman had the part to play in it, but he's wrong.
Hold up. I just need to answer the one question.
Go ahead.
Just him?
No,
Is he
she's
wrong?
wrong as well.
So then why? All I'm saying is, if they both wrong, why is only one getting punished?
I agree with you, but you going down this
All right,
race
that's
train,
it.
and
That's
I
all I gotta
disagree
say.
with you.
But that's all I gotta say. That's my whole point.
Is that
That's my
he?
whole point.
Because she has the privilege of not being punished. This is what you
Okay.
guys don't
I think she got fired.
Okay.
say earlier.
So what we gonna accept?
Hold on,
that?
hold on, Fig. Let B talk, and then you finish up. Go ahead, B.
As a black man, you have to hold yourself to a different standard. You yourself have
What?
to respect your
Wait, let her finish, Fig.
Let's just take the race out of it. How about you as a man in a relationship with a woman for 10 years, have a child together, move her to where your career is? How about you just respect
Yo, I can't have this conversation, man.
Fig, you all right, bro?
Conversation because it's not rational.
What? Fig, I think what B is saying makes total sense. Take the paperwork out of the relationship, it's still the same feeling. The man knew.
Not
All
rational.
right, but Fig, check this out. The man knew that this story was going to break. What did he do? And I said it yesterday, Cindy, about the story about when I got busted on the West Coast. He didn't tell me, at least he could have had enough respect to tell me along, like, listen, it's about to go down in a few weeks, and this is going to...
that's
He
not
didn't
what
even
this is
say
about.
that, Fig.
That's not what this is about.
Oh, okay.
What is
Fig,
it?
I want you to call back tomorrow.
The conversation started. You asked me about the situation. Had nothing to do with Nia Long. Y'all bringing that in after.
But see, it becomes a conversational starter. All the opponents got to come into play.
That wasn't my point. My point was two people committed an offense and one is getting punished. It's just like you and your man go to a store, y'all rob the store, you go to jail and he goes home. That's my point. What y'all talk about is different.
Cindy, didn't he call and said that this was race-based?
Yeah, but I get what he's saying.
I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying, but
I said the reason that they're not punishing her is because she's a white woman.
Oh yeah.
okay, I'll give
Well,
you that.
you,
But
you
this
push
guy,
back on that.
all right,
As far
I'll
as
give
I'm
you that.
concerned,
I give you that. But this guy,
But as far as I'm concerned, she has more guilt than him because she was married.
I disagree. I respectfully disagree. I think that the feelings are still the same.
We disagree.
I know, but I'm saying, and Fig, I want you to call back tomorrow. We gotta get out of here. Let's clap for Fig. Let's clap. God bless you. But I'm just saying, Cindy, I'm just saying that the feelings are still the same regardless, man. You see, what was the story the other day?
It depends
What's the
on
story
what
the
you-
other day we shared when the baby, the baby mother went through the phone and the sister was having an affair with the baby father and she ran over him at Kroger's. They weren't married. So you saying if they were married that she wasn't going to run them over? The feelings are still the same.
The feelings may still be the same, but as far as I'm concerned, the law says that they are a couple. They are married. They said vows. They are committed. You mean tell me? Let me ask you this,
All right, we gotta go.
and then we are.
That's how those
Are
people.
you more committed to your wife, or were you more committed to one of your girlfriends?
I'm 100%. Matter of fact, I'm 1,000% committed to my wife. And yes, I
Thank
see
you.
it in a
That's all
different way. But the feelings are
That's
still
all
the
I'm-
same, Fig.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
To him, it don't matter about the feelings.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't care about.
But then
It
again,
doesn't
our
matter. It may not matter to you.
There is this thing called common law. If you're in a relationship in many states,
No. That's not what I'm talking about. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Semantics right now. You're talking semantics.
That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about.
well, I don't even
That's
know.
not what I'm talking
You can't
about.
even say the feelings are the same though, because he cheated. So who knows?
No, I mean,
Does he even love
he
her
love-
like that?
Right.
So I mean, we can't say. So,
you saying that
Listen,
but
all I'm saying
marriage.
is this. Listen, what I'm saying is this. I've been married for 21 years.
Let's clap for that, Cindy. Let's clap for that.
Ooh.
Let's clap for
It's
that.
amazing.
I've never cheated on my wife.
Let's clap for that.
Okay, yeah.
I can't say thousands. I've been in a few relationships. I've never been like this before. That's all I could say.
Well, then that's probably that might be an issue too, Cindy, because he's never been in this type of situation, at least in the last two generations.
Right.
I've been in these type of situations, Cindy J. But it started with the coach, but I'm just going all the way across the board. And for me along, I'm sorry, man, for her to make an announcement that she's got to focus on her kids and all this thing, it was very heartbreaking to me. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
It was sad. It was sad.
And those are the feelings that I'm talking about. It doesn't matter if she's married, he's married, she's married,
why is it this woman
or
being
because
held
the
accountable?
woman is married because she needs to feel more guilt because she married. I don't think I disagree.
No, that's not what
Guilt
I'm
is
saying.
guilt,
I'm
Cindy.
not saying it's not. No, I'm just saying about guilt. I'm saying that she needs to be held. She needs to be held accountable, just like him.
Got it. All right.
So you mean to tell me you want a job and just for instance, Shawn, hypothetical, you messing with Cindy, you get fired and she gets to stay.
I think the lady got fired though. She's
I'm
not working
supposed
there
to
no
be
more.
fired. Yes, I'm
She
supposed to
did.
be. I'm supposed to
She
be
did
fired
get
if that's
fired.
the case. And knowing that she's married and I see her husband in the next office, yes, I should be fired and I should get my ass whipped like Tony Robbins would say.
I'm gonna send you some articles, Fig.
Yeah, Fig, you need. Yeah, everybody, give in the chat room. Let's give Fig a hug.
Listen,
Fig, I want you to no. I want you to call back tomorrow. Let's. Fig, we love you. Nah, Fig, you gotta call back tomorrow because we gotta tell you a sports story because we have run out of time, guys. Be loved. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
As always,
We'll see you tonight. LGL Real Talk, 6:30, right, B?
7:30.
7:30. We're gonna run over there to B on Instagram, and God bless you. Box seats, right? Fig, this afternoon.
1
What
to 2
time?
p.m. 1 to 2 p.m.
1 to 2
Facebook
p.m.
Live.
All right, guys, and we'll be back, God willing, tomorrow. Cindy Throwback Thursday, and we got a format change for next week, and then we have the big birthday party for Miss Miko this Friday. Let's clap for that.
Yes. It's gonna be so much
All right,
fun.
guys. God bless you guys. We are out of here. As Fig and B Love, thank you so much. We see you guys tomorrow. We are out of here. Let's go.
Entertainment. We're about business.
She got me backing up again. She make me feel like she's my best friend. She got me backing up again. She make me feel like she's my best friend. I never thought that it would happen, that I found myself losing my true love. I thought that this was gonna last forever. I guess the love took just a wrong turn, until I found this angel from heaven, with a smile that brightens up the whole place, with an attitude that's so sophisticated. That's why I had to have her, 'cause I know she got me backing up again. One more time, she made me feel like she's my best friend. She got me backing up again, She made me feel like she's my best friend. I'm glad to have a woman like this, that made me feel just like a new man. From dating all the women around the world, so I guess she is the one to change my game plan. But I don't have no problem with the changing from the bad to the good ways. They say good things come to those who waited. I'm happy to be patient, now I'm good. She got me backing up again. One more time, she made me feel like she's my best friend. My best friend. She got me backing up again. She made me feel like she's my best